And now we are going to give some time for Agnieszka Kutzelim, the head of the commercial team at Route4Gas. Agnieszka, good afternoon. How are you doing?
Good afternoon. Thank you. I'm fine, and thanks a lot for invitation and this opportunity to take part in the webinar and to represent Route4Gas, a system storage operator of Ukraine.
Great, nice to see you here, and I will allow you to go ahead with the presentation. Looking forward to it.
Thank you. So, Route4Gas is the system storage operator, and starting from January 2020, after unbundling process, is not operating transmission system, and the activity is focused only the storage activity. Route4Gas is operating 12 storages located on the territory of Ukraine. And I can give in this slide some short information about the withdrawal season results. I can admit that this withdrawal season was unusual for the storage operator because it lasted for 194 days. And we started the withdrawal season with the stocks on the level of a bit more than 28 BCM and ended it with 15.1 BCM in storages. The commercial structure of the stocks you see in this slide is represented the quantity of customers we have. For the moment, it's more than 900 clients, among them more than 100 non-residents, and from 26 countries. As we see that the interest to Ukrainian storages among non-resident companies is growing, and especially after implementation of the service customs warehouse plus short haul is the special regime delivered by the TSO of Ukraine. What are the bonuses, or why is so much interest in our storage services? So as you can see in the slides, the competitive pricing. We took into account this short haul regime and the tariff for entry and exit points at the border, plus storage services, and compared it with other storage tariffs, and you see that they are favorable in comparison with other storages. And taking into account a huge active volume, it's 30.9 BCM. It's Ukrainian storages are still very interesting for entities. After talking about the competitive pricing, I would like to say some words about the services we offer to the clients. As you know, that Ukraine has implemented in 2015 network code, storage code, standard agreements, storage agreement and transportation agreement. They're approved by our national regulator, and all the activity done by a storage operator is in line with these normative documents. So what services we offer at the moment? So the basic ones are, as usual, injection, withdrawal, and storage, and special services, custom warehouse, and custom warehouse in the short haul regime is the special regime, which allows not Ukrainian entities to store gas in the storages without paying taxes and custom duties up to 3 years. This service was introduced in 2017 and gave possibility non-residents to enter the market and start trading in storages with non-residents as well as residents. Additional services, these projects were started in last year, so we introduced also monitor of the gas which is in pledge in storages, and started a project with the Ukrainian Energy Exchange. The project is divided into 2 parts. The first one we have launched in April. It's trading in the storages with the customs clear gas. in process. The second part of the project is to allow non-residents to trade on Ukrainian energy exchange on the SSO VTP of uncleared gas. So we are not stopped on basic services. We are all the time improving and adding some new services for the clients. And if talking about diversification, please next slide, possible. In detail about these additional services we introduced, the monitoring of pledged gas in underground storage facilities. It's a new service which involves financial institutions and banks and give more opportunities for potential creditors and more opportunities for borrowers. And this is the service which allows the bank to monitor gas that is in pledge by SSO. And SSO is responsible in line with the trilateral agreement between bank, our storage client, and SSO, bank and storage client. As you see, that almost equal percentage of customers were interested in this service that we made in February this year. Please, next slide. So talking about exchange trading, as I told that we started in April the first stage. At the moment, information platform of the SSO allows residents to trade on Ukrainian energy exchange, and we receive information about these deals and confirm them or reject in line with the requirements of the code and the agreement. And the accreditation is still ongoing. The number of clients is growing also, and we see a progress and an opportunity in this project. We also see that non-residents are interested in this process, and we are working on automation and documentation of the process with the Ukrainian Energy Exchange. So, introduction of new services. As I told you before, it's not only a new possibilities on the platform, it's also a process and integration with our customs authorities. As you know, that customs warehouse regime works and under our customs code, and Ukrtransgas, the system storage operator, is reporting to our energy customs. And at the moment we have a project, we'd like to introduce it to automate our process and document flow with our customs. And the second one, which is very important for the whole market of Ukraine, is the switch to energy units. At the moment, Ukrainian market is working in cubic meters, so the balance is done in cubic meters. All the deals and accounting in storages is made in cubic meters. Ukraine switched to energy units only at the border with the adjacent system operators. And after adoption of the law 2553, the whole market will switch into energy units. And of course, storage system operator is preparing to this, doing all necessary things in our platform to be ready to this full switch. Also, in order to minimize paperwork and be more transparent, more open, and to give easy access of non-residents to our services, especially in times of quarantine limitations and pandemic, we'd like to introduce a public storage agreement to automate the whole process of documenting with the client. And this work is, of course, together with our regulator, and the period when it will be adopted depends, of course, on our mutual work. So basically, it's shortly about system storage operator and our main results and services, and what we are doing now to diversify our services and be more interest to customers. Always ready to answer all your questions. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Agnieszka. Very, very nice presentation.